Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. How's it going? I hope you're having a great day. And this is my TED Talk.
Good afternoon, everyone. How is going today? I hope you have a great day. And this is my TED Talk.
So, I was born and raised in Nghệ An, a province in the central Vietnam. And when talking about central Vietnam, my hometown, we have a very popular phrase, which is miền Trung bão lũ, which is translated as the central Vietnam's floods and storms.
I was born in Nghệ An. This is a province in the central of Vietnam, and referred to central of Vietnam. There's a very popular phrase is miền Trung bão lũ, translated, which is translated from the central Vietnam floods and storms.
Growing up in the central Vietnam, I have seen and experienced many storm seasons, widespread floodings, landslides, prolonged heavy rains, and it seems like they are becoming a part of my life.
Growing up in the central Vietnam, I have seen and experienced many disasters, such as landslide, wider floods, and prolonged heavy rains. And I don't think this has happened in my life.
People in the central of Vietnam have lived through so many storm seasons, but the last one in 2020 was the worst in our lifetimes.
People in the central Vietnam lives many flood season, and the last one is 2020 is the worst year to our lifetime.
In 1 month, 2 weeks, 2 days.
In 1 month, 2 weeks and 2 days.
The central Vietnam was hit by 13 consecutive tropical storms and affecting millions of people. And this
The central Vietnam was hit by 13 consecutive tropical storms, and it affect millions of people.
This is a real footage of my grandma. And my uncle had to help my grandma to evacuate to a safer place.
This is the real picture of my grandma, and this is my uncle. First my grandma and had my grandma to safer place.
And looking at this is just really break my heart. And I know that if you're coming from the center of Vietnam, you know this so well.
When I see the picture, I feel it's really breaking my heart, and I understand how many suffer as people in the central Vietnam.
So there has been a lot of debates and concerns over to what extent climate change, which is induced by human, has a hand in causing this disaster, affecting millions of people every single year.
And so I know if you are coming from the center of Vietnam, you know how center of Vietnam I know you know this so well, and there are the debates and concerns uh, about over what extent climate change does affect displace and millions of people.
We have yet to have the final conclusion.
We have yes, and we have to find the collusion.
But while it may be possible that the climate change can be attributable to a small part of this disaster, that little small part can become a really big part.
Uh, it's maybe possible. It's maybe possible can affect to climate trends because of people. It's just a little bit small part as is contributing a big part.
In pushing our community beyond our capacity to deal with all the damage like this.
And from papers can and from papers which can create us through damage, create destruction. As you're seeing on the screen about this picture.
I am a coffee lover. I love drinking coffee, I love drinking tea, and I often post videos of me drinking a lot of different kinds of coffee and tea on my social media. And one day when I posted, some of my followers texted me on Instagram and they told me like, hey V, why are you drinking so much coffee? Why are you using so much plastic?
Um, I'm a lovers. I'm a coffee lovers. I love drinking coffee. I love drinking tea, and so I post many pictures on my social media about lots of coffee. And one day, there's some followers. There is some followers told me that, hey V, why are you drinking coffee and why are you using plastic?
I'm so disappointed at you, I'm gonna unfollow you.
I'm so disappointed with you, so I'm unfollow you.
And I was like, hey, it's not that deep. It's not that serious. Are you nitpicking me? I think I'm a good consumer. Like, I contribute to the economy a lot.
I think like uh, is this deep? Is it serious? So I think I'm a good customer when I can contribute to economies.
But it took me quite a while to realize that I was the one who is inconsiderate. I was the one, like knowledge of this, and I was wrong.
And it took a quiet time that I have to consider it. I was the one to consider it, and I think I'm really wrong.
Yes, I was really, really wrong. But until last year, and I know that apparently I have a hand in causing this damage to the environment, it's really hard to face the truth. But what is harder is to change.
But last year, I heard the news about the center of Vietnam's disasters. I think it is really hard to face the truth, but I think I have the strength.
It's really hard for me because I know so well that I'm not good at like giving up my old habits, my convenience for the sustainability. I tried a lot of times and I failed. And in this day and age, the environment has never been more talked about. We are
I think I'm a person. Oh no, I know I'm a person. Is not so well about giving or not giving another trend to trend my own habits, my convenience, and my sustainability. Uh, I tried to I tried too many times and I fail.
We are constantly listening to protecting the environment, going green, not to do this, not to do that.
And we know about the earth that we are not talking about this. And what should we do? The earth going on green. By the way, not to do that, not to do this, not to do that.
I tried and I failed many times.
And so I tried and I failed many times.
Until last year, the unforgettable year 2020 of the Central Vietnam. I was in Hanoi, constantly reading news, watching news about my hometown, worrying. And I talked to my grandma on the phone. And she told me something like, in Vietnamese, bà 90 tuổi rồi, mà chưa bao giờ bà thấy trời khóc nhiều đến thế.
I was until the last year, 20 years, until the last year, 2020, that's the year that's unforgettable to the people in the center of Vietnam. And so I was in Hanoi and I talked to my grandma on the phone and she told me and she taught me that in Vietnamese bà 90 tuổi rồi mà bà chưa thấy trời khóc nhiều như thế này.
Which is translated as I am living in this life for 90 years, but I have never ever seen the earth crying so much.
Which is translated is I have been living for 90 years, so have never seen I have never seen the earth's cry the earth's cry is so much like this.
Really, really so much. And it's just, you know, I just burst into tears because I know that she was alone. And that was the moment when I realized why, the exact reason why I find it so hard to change.
At the moment, I realized that she was alone, and why I realized it's hard to change.
It's so hard for me to change for the environment.
It's hard for me to change the environment.
It is because I have never seen the earth as the way my grandmother see it.
It's because I have never seen the earth like the way that my grandma see it.
So I have always seen the earth as a thing, as a non-human being thing. So when we use a pen and like the pen is not working and you're like, okay, I'm gonna throw it away, bye-bye.
For example, where I use something that is not human being, and when it's working not good, when it is not work good, I like it's like a pen, I like a pen or is not doesn't working not good as before. I think I have to throw you away, and I will buy another one. Bye bye.
gonna buy another one. But for people, I just cannot throw you away. I just cannot hit you. I just cannot hurt you physically or emotionally. I don't want to do that, and I cannot do that.
But to another people, it just cannot throw anything away. And I think I just cannot hit you. I just cannot hit you by physically and emotionally, and I don't want to do that, and I just can't not do that.
It all comes down to human emotions. How about looking at the earth as if it were a person?
All of us come to doubt humans' emotion. How is it going? How is going? How is going? Like we look the earth is a person.
In a relationship with every single one of them, how about putting some emotions in the perspective that we see the earth as my grandma does?
How about looking the earth? How about when we are putting emotions when looking the earth like a mother?
So yes, I did that, and I think it's so wonderful to see. Oh my God, the slides. Yes. How about calling the earth Mother Earth with all the respect that we have known?
How we call the earth? How we call the earth? Do you see how we call the earth? We can see how very beautiful the earth is.
So have you ever feel like it's so wonderful, it's so beautiful to look at the earth that way, to see the earth is actually a human being? And you know, whenever you walk on the earth, on the land, you're actually kissing the skin. You know, we can imagine like the earth, the land is her skin, the oceans is her blood, the rocks is her bone, and you know, we, the children, are the children of her that she holds so dearly.
Uh, how many beautiful the earth is, and how many wonderful the earth is. Uh, we can imagine like we can imagine like when we are work on the land. This we actually we are kissing on her skin, and the land is the skins, the ocean is the blood, and the rock is the bones. And we are the children in her arm very dearly.
And I feel like whenever we walk on the earth and we feel like, oh, we are kissing her skin.
And when we are working on the world, we feel like we are kissing her skin.
And whenever we go inside the forest, we go freely the trees, we always have a sense of discovery and the inner peace deep inside us. What is the reason? The reason is that the forest is her heart. And like she's hugging all of us with her embrace very dearly.
When we step into the forest, we feel discovery, feel discovery freely, and when we step inner inside, we feel peace. We feel peace. And what reason why we feel that? Why we feel that? Because the forest is the whole heart, and she embraced and she embraced us very dearly.
And her heart is really big, and we're very small, so that is why we feel so protected.
Uh, her heart is very big, but we are very small, and that's what we are so protected.
And when the night falls in, and you will see that the earth is slowly going to sleep, which makes us, her children, do the same. We go to sleep. And when the sun rises, you see the sun gives all the warmth and the strength to all the living creatures, including us. And the sun placed on our skin is just feel like a morning kiss from the Mother Earth.
Uh, when the night goes, when the night goes down, a mother is going to sleep, and we are in the same way. So we are going to sleep. When the sun rise, the sunshine, the sunshine, bring us sight and strength, and we can imagine like Mother Earth send a morning kiss to our skin.
So it's obvious that we humans are a part of nature. We are not apart from nature. This is a magical connection of Earth. We, human beings and Earth, we are all interconnected. We are one in great unity. And I have to say thank you, Grandma, for this. Grandma, if you're watching this, I love you. I thank you so much.
We are and we human being, humans at a part of nature, not apart from nature. We are human beings. There's also a connection between between humanity and humans, between human and the earth. And now I want to touch grandma that I thank you grandma if you're watching it, if you're watching this, I love you so much.
And unfortunately, when we see the earth as just an environment, when we don't see the earth that way with a lot of emotions, we are becoming more unconscious of our behaviors, of our thinking. Yeah.
Like when we look the earth, that's less of emotions, uh, that more conscious about more consciously behaviors about thinking.
Yes. Mother. So about the mother. Mother is someone who gives us life. Mother is someone, nurtures us, raises us. And it's just like the earth, Mother Earth. Mother Earth is also gave life to us, nurtures us, providing us everything we need to survive, answering all of our needs so that we can develop and live happily.
And we can understand a mother. A mother is a person who gave me gave a life, a gave us a life, and we can understand Mother Earth like this. Mother Earth Mother Earth gave us the life. Mother Earth nurtures us human being, nurtures humans, and Mother Earth provide what we need, and we can develop. So, and we have a life, and we live happily.
But when we can't see that way sometimes, we feel like we are the children. We are a little needy and greedy sometimes, and we are becoming more unconscious of our behaviors and of our thinking. We exploit her, we damage her, and it makes her compromise both her beauty and both her health.
Uh, so we are the children that a little bit of needy and greedy. Uh, because we are more unconscious, more conscious behaviors about thinking, so that we exploit her, hurt her, and damage her beautiful and her health.
And what is she doing? What does she do? She is just there. The Mother Earth is just there.
And what should we do? What should we do? And what is she doing? Because she in there. She always in there.
And look back and looking more deeply, we can think how powerful she is when she has so much endurance, energy, tolerance to accept and transform all the damage that we have made to her, even though it took her hundreds of millions of years, of so many years.
Look back and look deeply. Look back and look deeply. How much? And we can think how much powerful she is, how much powerful she is when she has when she has so much endurance, energy, tolerance, and strength from the damage that we causes that we cause with her that we cause with her.
Oh, this is my favorite quote from Thầy Thích Nhất Hạnh.
And this is the quote that I love from Thầy Thích Nhất Hạnh.
Walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet.
What case if you are kissing the earth with your feet?
It is obvious that all of us are humans and no one wants to hurt our mother. And when we see that way, we don't want to hurt the earth either. So how? The answer is how we can do that.
We humans. No one want to hurt our mother, and so we don't want to hurt her either. And so what should we do?
I think there are a lot of ways, but one of the ways is to think before you do anything. For instance, I'm next to you, and if like I hit you, I would feel like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna do that the next time. It's just can't apply to the earth.
There are many ways to make anything. For example, we are next or the next person, I hate you, and so I'm sorry. I'm not gonna with you the next time, and we can apply this to the earth.
And it's also about being more conscious of our carbon footprint. So first of all, reuse, recycle, everything to like make sure that you cut down a little bit on what you throw away.
At the way of studies, we have to reuse and recycle things that we use, and cut down anything that we need to throw away.
Or even shop wisely. Use usable shopping bag whenever you go shopping, and buy less plastic. A very small little step like that.
When we are shopping, we need to use usable shopping bags, and using less the practice that we can. And we can do from the little steps.
Or you can plant more trees, be more closer to the nature to appreciate how beautiful the earth is.
So, and we can plant more trees. because trees have our life, because trees have our life more green.
Or you can also, educate yourself and educate others. And I have been so thankful to those friends who had texted me via Instagram and, picking out my flaws and reminding me of how dangerous it is to use plastic while I drink coffee.
Drink coffee. We can education. We can education. You can education yourself and you educate or you can educate others and you can educate myself so that we have to the way to limit our affects to Mother Earth. And I want to thank friends. I want to thank a Joe's friend um, who takes who sent me via Instagram about how I causing to the environment by using plastic when I drink coffee.
And if you're watching this, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
When if you're watching this, I want to thank you from bottom of my heart.
I think that all small little steps can add up a difference. The thing here is that the question we pose, have we ever hurt our mother? Yes. Have we ever helped our mother? Yes. But are we perfect? I think we don't need perfection, and we're not perfect. What we need is millions of people to do this together in an imperfect way.
How we have the Mother Earth, how we have the Mother. Maybe we are a perfect person, but when we do something that useful for the earth, we can do it. And millions of people do it. We can do it in an imperfect way.
Because those small little things can add up to big difference in the future.
Because those things, those small thing, is contribute is becoming the big things in the future.
And at the end of the day, I am Earth, you are Earth, we are Earth. No separation, we are in one great,
And at the end of the day, uh, I'm Earth, you are Earth, and we are Earth. And there is no separate because we are a connection between us.
unity. And each step we walk on this earth mindfully brings us gratitude to life.
And we are a great community, and every step you work, you need to graduate our life.
So Mother Earth,
You need to create your life.
thank you so much for this life. Thank you so much for giving life to me and to all the humanity. You are the mother of humanity. You are the mother of life. And we feel so sorry and we feel so thankful at the same time. And we know that we are in this fight together because we know that you're so worth fighting for.
We know that the Mother Earth, you are a mother. Mother give you. Mother giving to me the life. Mother giving to me. Mother giving to me the life. Mother give us the life. And I think we are the same time to sorry and thankful to Mother. And thank you, Mother, for me the life.
I do hope you have a great day today. Thank you.
I hope you have a great day today. Thank you.